but you got me going crazy. Just you is so amazing. How long can you go, baby? At last to my.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Need to Talk podcast. And on today's episode, the title is Putting God First. Now, today I'm not having a special guest. In some of the episodes, I won't be having a guest. I'll be speaking, you know, chatting up, speaking, just like putting stuff out there, whatever on my personal sanity for the show. So, with that being said, I chose today to talk about putting God first, and I feel like that is a topic that we need to talk about. Like, we need to talk, okay? And when I state we need to talk, I'm meaning as like whatever topic we're putting forth into the table, let's talk about it. Like, we need to get it out there. That's basically the subject behind what I'm saying when I say we need to talk. So yeah, I'm excited to do this fifth episode because I have so much in store to say, and hopefully I can just touch every bit of what I am trying to put out there, to get it out there correctly and in the right terms and information that I need to share out there. But yeah, so first things first, when we talk about putting God first, we're talking about putting God first in everything we're doing. So with that being said, you're in your job, you need to be putting God first. In your prayer life, daily prayer life, I'm speaking to y'all, but I'm speaking to myself too, because I am working on that. My relationship with God. I say this past year, 2 years, 3 years, I have been working on my relationship with God. And as I have been working on myself and my relationship with God, I have seen so much improvement within myself and just my whole just and sometimes we be forgetting that we're living in answered prayers. So let's try to be grateful for what we're living in the moment, because a year or two ago you prayed for that moment and maybe it seems so small because you're in the moment, living the moment, but it's truly not something small. I also say putting God first in your business life, your relationship, your friendships, putting God first, letting Him know that He's number one through everything you're doing. Your children, all that. You have to put God before all that. He comes first, and then those things follow. And I'm learning that too, because also too, I don't know who need to hear this, but as you're sitting, you can still put God first. I know it may sound crazy, but it's the truth, because as you're working on yourself, trying to break away from those habits and those things that you feel has a hold on you, excuse me, as you feel like has a hold on you, you can just ask God, God, work with me through this situation as I'm trying to break away whatever habit you're trying to break away from. I'm just saying, keeping God first in those type of situations will always give Him the understanding that know that at the end of the day, you're trying and you're gonna be who He aligned you to be. If you just keep putting the forth, to become a better person, or just stop what you're doing, knowing that it's not right. Um, I also want to talk about putting God first, and let's start off too with relationships. I'm not in a relationship right now, but when I do plan on getting a relationship, I want it to be godly based. As of I want to know that God is His foundation, His His go to, when we're connected just with each other, we know that the alignment of God moves through our relationship. And I used to, well, I have never been a type I have to have a boyfriend, I have to have a boyfriend, because I just destiny, not destiny, but I destined to seek a marriage soon, as of when I'm getting older. But right now, I'm okay with living in the moment, because it's why spend my youth chasing love and chasing somebody that's probably not gonna be for me in my 40s and 50s and 60s. And now I feel, I've been spending my time chasing somebody and chasing a person when I can just be chasing my relationship with God and chasing, my dreams, and allow God to put that person into my path along the way of my life and my journey and my dreams. So, with that being said, like to each their own, like, I am more than happy to take upon, like, meeting somebody I just genuinely feel like, it's worth my time. But, like, in all honesty, I'm not looking for it. I'm not chasing after it. I'm aligning myself for my purpose and my future. And then whatever falls in line comes, it comes. So with that being said, during this timing, I'm putting God first. So I've been trying to like pray more. Also too, like if you're waking up in the hours between like 3 to 5, pray. Okay. I don't care if it's you're using the restroom. I don't care if yes, that too. I seen a video on TikTok actually, and he was like, when you get up between the hours of 3 to 5, you feel like, oh, I just woke up because I gotta pee or I'm thirsty or something. It's the devil that's telling you that's the reason why you're waking up, right? It's a mind thing, right? So, with that being said, if you just take the time, regardless even if you think that, say a prayer, like, God protect my family, Lord cover me, align the blessings in my life that you desire for me. Take the time out to like seek God. And I know too, a lot of people, a lot of times, it's hard to seek God when your life is going bad. Like you feel like stuff is just going on in your life. You like, Lord, like, oh, you're not just being transparent. You're like, Lord, I feel like I'm not being helped right now. That's the emotion that you can get sometimes because your life or your situation is just so, upsetting to where you don't even feel like seeking God. But those are the moments when you really truly need to see God. Like you need to be like, hey, I'm going through this. I need to confront my emotions. Like, what is going on? What is this I'm dealing with? What is this that I have to go through to see on the other side? Like, ask and communicate with God. It's just like a love your partner, your friend, your mom, you're communicating with them. You see them. So you physically see them, communicate with them. But God, you're I know it may feel crazy to the people who not even a God believer, but you feel like, okay, well, who am I talking to? Spirits at this point. It's just like you're aligning yourself with God's spiritual blessings that He have for yourself. So it's like communicate with Him like during your hard times. Like that is really important. And also too, during your hard times, He would ease the pain that you're enduring. May not be right now when you want it, but eventually you're gonna slowly that thing that once bothered you don't bother you no more. That thing that once made you cry to the top of your lungs, you don't even shed a tear no more. Like I'm just saying that to say, like He will take away your pain and your traumas, and although you may can always remember that in the back of your head, but I promise you, the pain you endure from those situations, when you put God first, it will all come to ease. And it's like, you have to believe. He said that, like, your faith is like a mustard seed or whatever. And if you look up a mustard seed, it's very, very tiny. Okay, that's all it takes for you to have a little faith in Him to understand, like, He will bring you out of whatever situation you're going through. He will bring you out of whatever circumstances you feel like you're facing. Yes, your problems may feel big to you, but they're not bigger than God. So putting God first is like, you're like repositioning yourself for your blessings. If you get what I'm saying, like, I was the type of person, I'm gonna speak for myself. I was the type of person where I would like I be trying to figure out my own problems, like or fix my own problems, and then when it go bad, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, and the whole time, God, like if you just gave it to me, I fix it for you. You trying to be the handy worker, when I'm the worker. You trying to do what I'm supposed to do, and when I realized that, I had to take a step back and analyze. Well, I'm gonna give it to God, and when I start giving things to God, things happen accordingly. Random blessings. I'm talking about. And one thing about me, whether my blessings is big, whether my blessings is small, I still tell God thank you. That is very important because when He gives you that small blessing, let's say for example, I'm using a piece of bubble gum as an example, right? Okay, cool. God bless me with a piece of bubble gum. I've been looking for this piece of bubble gum all over the world, right? Oh God, I found this bubble gum. Thank you for allowing me to find this bubble gum, blah, blah, blah. He like, oh my God. She was so satisfied at the fact that I blessed her with that piece of gum that she was looking for, that is a legendary piece of gum. I'm finna bless her with her own gum factory. It's just like you have to truly have faith and truly understand, like, although it may seem small to you, still give thanks. Although it may, your situation or problems, like I said, seem big to you, still give thanks. It's just like God is going to work in your life as you position Him to be first in your life. So putting God first is like a great, let's just say, a great tactic to push through your your life, your daily journey. Like, and I know sometimes people be like, well, I don't know where to start with God. I don't know. Ask Him to come into your life. Allow Him to flow through you. And I don't know, like I have been through a lot, and half of the things I have been through in life, you'll be like, oh my God, really? But yes, I have been through a lot, but I don't let my life problems make me. And when I say that, I was at the lowest point, like I say like a few years ago, I was at a low point, and like I was so angry even waking up to see the next day. I would never forget feeling like that. Like, and I'm not suicidal, like, so like don't take it as I'm suicidal. I'm not suicidal, but I just remember being in that dark place, and I prayed God to get me out that dark place, and I'm out that dark place. I put forth the work, the effort. I sacrificed a lot of things. I even figured out my traumas of what triggered me, what I even took a step back to take accountability. Like I had a time to break down who I was, and that when you're going through your dark times, you need to remember what's going on in your dark times, how you felt, how it made you feel, what happened. And I'm saying that to say, because when you build yourself during that time, when you come out of it, oh my God, the person you like just become, like you're like, can't nobody take this away from me. That self empowerment, can't nobody take it away from you. And if you don't believe in yourself and know who you are, you allow other people around you to cloud the judgment of who you are or who they want to make you be out to be, then you're gonna be so stuck figuring out, well, why she feel like this about me? Why he feel like that about me? Why they say this? Why they say that? Who cares? Who cares? Ain't nobody. Who cares? They can say what they want, but as I said, putting yourself first, no matter what they say around you, it won't even affect you. So, also too, another thing I want to talk about is like when you're building yourself. Like, I'm gonna just say this. Let's say, for example, me. I don't want to just go deep into my background, but the type of person who I used to be. Like, I was very much a hothead. When I say a hothead, like I was never quick to, like, I'm not gonna say like I was quick to like put my hands on people, but like let's say if we're in an altercation and like for one, I don't start things with people. So it's like if you're coming to mess with me or go out your way to like upset me, we got a problem. And instead of me actually just knowing how to understand my emotions at the time, I was very physical. Like I'd be quick to post up. Like if my homegirls into with somebody, I was the type of person like, girl, you ain't gotta fight them. I got her. Like let me fight her. I was that type of person, and I was just so angry. And it wasn't like I was just so angry. I was angry. And I feel like I was angry because like of things just like childhood stuff, you know. I had a good life, like I would never knock that off. I had a great life and great parents, but you know, sometimes parenting just don't come with instructions. And so sometimes things can just result to the kid, you know, just dealing with things because of parent things, right? So like I was angry about a lot of things that has happened in my life, and I was like, okay, as a kid, like I couldn't process that. And then the fact that at home my father was just really argumentative, I feel like I always had to plead my case and prove my case and always just be like on 10 because it's like I hate when people disrespect me. So it's the fact that since I'm getting disrespected at home, you disrespect me outside of my home, it's up. I just never played about my respect. Like when it came to anybody, still to this day though, I don't play about my respect because it's like I'm gonna always respect you until you give me a reason to not respect you. And when you give me a reason to not respect you, I won't respect you. And that's just it. I stand no business by me. And I just always been the type of person. So with that being said, like as I went to therapy, as I grew older, I started trying to understand myself more. Like I started putting God first more. God, help me understand my emotions. Lord, give me patience. I pray for patience. Like I am a lash tech and a lash trainer as well. And pretty much basically like I let's just say in the beginning, I had a hard time loving my business. Like I was like, I'm doing this business stuff. I don't know. And this is another example of putting God first. I was like, I don't know. Like I'm doing this business stuff. Like this lash stuff hard. It's taking me 3 hours to do a whole lash set. Like what the heck? Excuse my language, but what? Like I'm upset about how long it's taking me to do lashes, and I'm very impatient. So I was like, Lord, I didn't pay all this money for this course. I'm telling all the people like, come get your lashes done. You know, I do lashes. Like I did all that, and come to find out that like I had the patience to like do it. It was very frustrating to me. And I prayed about it. I even stopped doing it for like a year. And I got good, y'all. This is the crazy thing about it. I had got good and I was making money. I'm like, Lord, like I'm making that back from this. Like I like it, but I don't have the patience. And I stopped lashing for like a whole year. Maybe 2 years. I stopped no, a year. I never went 2 years. All year I stopped lashing. I was like, Lord, like allow me to just like gain the patience and find the desire to like do my business. Like, I put my money into this. Like, I just, I prayed about it. And y'all, I started back and I got better. How I once lashed, I didn't even lash like that no more. I got faster. My timing got, it was just, it's crazy. Now I do courses, I do lash courses, I teach how to do lashes and everything. It's just like when you put God first in your business, as I said, your personal life and all that, things will flow for you and things will flow through you. So it's like putting yourself out there to network and just put yourself out there to just be seen. God will allow the right people to connect through you and to you if you put him first and seek him for those type of connections instead of trying to do it on your own. Oh, I got this. I know so and so. He can put me on. Da, 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 da. And then you go meet so and so. Then you interact with so and so is full of so and so's. Now you got a bad business going on. Now y'all friendship rule because it's just allow God to seek those connections for you. Like, yes, although you can still go out there and make those connections, but I am saying to say, don't ignore God because you feel like you can handle it on your own because you cannot. The same way you became that millionaire, oh my God, my business blowing up, I'm a millionaire, I did this. It's the same way God would be like, okay, you did that. Let me take all that from you and let's see how you can do it again without me. It's deep, right? I know. Yeah. So with that being said, like put God first. Like seek him, allow him to be who he is in your life and allow him to be in your life, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's hard. Allow him to be in your journey. And when you allow God to be in your journey, y'all, it'll flow through. It'll flow naturally. You don't have to chase nothing. You don't have to beg for nothing. You don't have to fight for nothing. You just gain peace, clarity, and understanding. But it was cool talking to y'all today. I am gonna show at the end of my thing like my new lashes that my lash shampoo I'm about to drop for my birthday. My birthday is March 27th. Your girl finna be 24. I'm getting older, y'all. And I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I should be excited. I should be sad. Because I just remember being 19, 20, and I'm 24 basically. So yeah. But yeah, see how.
But you got me going crazy. Just you is so amazing. How long can you go, baby? At last to my